What's going on, guys? I'm coming to you today with some information and update about animal meal replacement powder that we've been working on. This is very exciting to me because I've been working alongside Animal on this project now for a while. The product is nothing short of awesome. Just to give you guys a little bit of background about it, the idea was to put together a meal replacement powder, something that would be a viable substitute for a meal. You know, all of us find ourselves in situations where we can't always get our hands on some, freshly prepared food, etc. Although food is, first and foremost, that's our number one option. You know, we can't always get our hands on a steak and a potato, etc. So to have something that we could ingest, that's has a good macronutrient profile, something that's going to digest really well, and something that's going to be natural, something that's doesn't have 50 million ingredients and loaded with artificial stuff. So we basically looked at what whole foods were best for bodybuilding, things that we all like to consume, right? Red meat, eggs, sweet potatoes, oats, olive oil. And we said, geez, it would be great if we could put together a product that is derived from that. And we did. So we've got, ingredient wise, beef protein, we've got whole egg protein, we've got protein coming from peas, we've got carbs coming from sweet potatoes and from oats, and a little bit of dextrose for a fast carb, and fats. We've got a little bit from the egg yolks, but also olive oil, and that's it, man. That's the product. Of course, there's some natural flavoring, stevia and cocoa powder, but that's it. And it shows in the digestibility of the formula. And I've been using it now. Geez, it's going on probably 4 or 5 months, and I do a shake a day because right now I'm at a point where I'm consuming 5 whole food meals, but to put in 6 would be really difficult for me. So to have 5 meals plus the shake is like perfect. So, in my case, it helps to kind of bridge that gap where maybe eventually I'll bump it up to 6 meals. But right now it helps me to get more than 5, where 5 whole food meals wouldn't be enough. It gives me that little bit extra. And it's great because it's convenient. I like to take it down prior to training, believe it or not, which I know a lot of people like to have a shake after they work out. But I have it about a half an hour before I train, and my blood sugar is nice and steady. I never get any kind of digestive discomfort. It's just an awesome product. You guys know me, I don't hype things up, and I'm not going to put anything out there unless it's 100%, because you guys are going to try it. You guys are going to be the judge of that. And if the product sucks, you guys are going to say, Evan, you're a fucking liar. And I can't risk my credibility like that. So, you guys can trust me when I say it's going to be something very, very solid. Historically speaking, most of the meal replacements that were out there, at least the ones I grew up with, and unfortunately it's a lot of still what's on the market, they're relatively high in protein, high-ish in crappy, low-quality carbs, and very low in fat. Now, for most of us, when we eat a meal, we look for balance, right? So we want a good balance of protein, carbs, and fats, and that's exactly what the powder does. It's essentially it's a 1-to-1-to-1 calorie ratio. So you're getting an equal amount of calories from protein, carbs, and from fats. And from my perspective, that's ideal. One of the things I like most about the formula is the flavoring. Now, I know there's a lot of products out there, kamikaze, chocolate cereal, crunch, fucking razzmatazz. And that's not this product. And that's actually a great thing, because any of you out there who have used products for an extended period of time know that stuff like that gets old really fast. Going the natural route with the product has enabled us to use a flavoring system that you can consume every day. And like I said, I'm 4 or 5 months in, I haven't got tired of it yet. I think it's great. It's not overpowering. It's just a really wholesome taste. If any of you guys have been following me over the years, you know that I haven't been a huge advocate of protein powders, not because I don't think that they're good, but starting in 2009, I found myself unable to digest them anymore. I would eliminate dairy from my diet for long periods when I was getting ready for competitions. And as much as I would look forward to adding shakes back into my diet, after a show like that, I found myself just with a lot of stomach discomfort. Shakes are great for a lot of reasons, right? They taste good, they break up the monotony of whole food, they're convenient, and usually they're fairly economical. And that's something that I missed, but I hadn't been able to find something. Most of the proteins on the market are dairy-based, and it's not necessarily a lactose issue because, I could use an isolate that was, supposedly lactose-free and still have issues. So as far as I understand it, it's a dairy protein issue. And I know I've spoken to a lot of people who have a similar experience and they find themselves not able to consume protein powders. This product is the ideal option for those people, myself included. And I find myself so happy to finally be able to use a product again that digests well for me and tastes good and has an awesome nutritional profile. Just to give you guys an idea of where we're at with the product, right now we're in our final stages of alpha testing, right? So we send the product out to consumers and we pay attention to their feedback. We are very, very close to having the product hit the market, so do stay tuned.